Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are finally at the end of Act 1, Scene 1, a week into Henry VI Part 2, but that's okay because a lot has happened in Act 1, Scene 1, and everybody hates each other right now, which is super fun and a good place for a play to start off. So again, Margaret came from France with no dowry, and the English had to pay to bring her there so that she could marry King Henry, and the counties of Anjou and Maine were given back to the French, which pissed off everybody that was just fighting these wars to win those dukedoms for the English. So now there's all sorts of like conspiracies and undermining one another, and some people are wary of Humphrey, and then some people are wary of the cardinal, and then some people are wary of both. And yesterday we had Salisbury being like, well, I always thought that Humphrey was kind of a decent guy, but the cardinal seems to have really hot temper for a religious guy, so let's just back the king and keep an eye on our country. And Warwick and York are both like, yeah, and York is like, because of reasons. And today we get to hear his reasons, because Warwick and Salisbury have left the stage, and now York is just there by himself to finish off the scene by saying, Anjou and Maine are given to the French, Paris is lost, the state of Normandy stands on a tickle point, now they are gone. Suffolk concluded on the articles, the peers agreed, and Henry was well pleased to change 2 dukedoms for a duke's fair daughter. I cannot blame them all. What is to them? 'Tis thine they give away, and not their own. Pirates may make cheap pennyworths of their pillage, and purchase friends, and give to courtesans, still revelling like lords till all be gone, while as the silly owner of the goods weeps over them, and wrings his hapless hands, and shakes his head, and trembling stands aloof, while all is shared and all is borne away, ready to starve and dare not touch his own. So York must sit and fret and bite his tongue, while his own lands are bargained for and sold. Methinks the realms of England, France, and Ireland bear that proportion to my flesh and blood, as did the fatal brand Althea burnt unto the prince's heart of Caledon. Anjou and Maine, both given unto the French. Cold news for me, for I had hope of France, even as I have of England's fertile soil. A day will come when York shall claim his own, and therefore I will take the Neville's part, and make a show of love to proud Duke Humphrey, and when I spy advantage, claim the crown, for that's the golden mark I seek to hit. Nor shall proud Lancaster usurp my right, nor hold the scepter in his childish fist, nor wear the diadem upon his head, whose church-like humors fits not for a crown. Then York, be still a while, till time do serve, watch thou, and wake when others be asleep, to pry into the secrets of the state, till Henry, surfeiting in joys of love with his new bride and England's dear-bought queen, and Humphrey with the peers be fallen at jars, then will I raise aloft the milk-white rose, whose sweet smell in the air shall be perfumed, and in my standard bear the arms of York, to grapple with the house of Lancaster, and force perforce, I'll make him yield the crown, whose bookish rule hath pulled fair England down. So the Duke of York is really not happy with this whole situation. Really not happy with this whole situation, because he still wants to assert his claim on the English throne, which was going to be England and France, but now that France has been given back to the French, that means he really can only take the English crown right now, and he's going to have to fight again for France. So he's gonna play along for a little while so that he can be in everybody's good graces until they trust him, and then he can sneak in and screw them over when they're least paying attention, because, you know, the king's getting married now. He's got other things to think about, and Humphrey is getting into this whole thing with the cardinal and all these other dudes, so they're all gonna be fighting amongst themselves. So York's just gonna sit and wait and bide his time until he can overthrow everybody and take the crown. We have a plot! And I'll see you tomorrow for more Shakesyear to see where that plot goes. Mwah.